Hello, I was asked to do a review of the Powerseeker 127eq. In fact, I ran a poll and a sufficient number of people requested it. This is one of the biggest selling introductory Newtonian telescopes. It's also one of the most hated. I've had a few days to evaluate this, and I've come to some conclusions. It's kind of wonky, but that's because it's a light mount with an 11-pound weight limit, and I've got 4 of those, and they're all kind of wonky because they're inexpensive, they're entry level. It's also very short. This thing has a 500 millimeter focal length until you add in the corrector lens at the bottom of the focusing tube. Then it becomes 1,000 millimeters. That's a problem, because at 500 millimeters, that gives you a focal ratio of about 3.9, which is about a 7.8 focal ratio with the corrector lens added. That's insufficient to get a good collimation with any kind of ease at all. And with that short of focal length, in fact, that's a shorter focal length than an astrograph, and they're renowned for being difficult to collimate. In addition to the short focal length, it doesn't have a center mark on the mirror, and it's a Bird-Jones design. In other words, this optical tube has to be at least, by my calculations, 46 millimeters longer to be of any real use to a beginner. Now, I was able to collimate it. I'm not necessarily a beginner, though. A beginner's going to have a real problem with it. In addition to that, it comes with a 20 power erector eyepiece, which is of no use in astronomy, and a ×3 Barlow, which gives us a total of 3,000 millimeter focal length. This thing can't handle 3,000 millimeters. The mirror is not adequate. It's a spherical mirror. You're just going to see a lot of blur. I've seen a number of people online give bad reviews to this. I'm not giving it a bad review because if you well, for instance, these controls here. Several people have complained that they fall off even if you tighten the nuts, even tighten the screws down all the way. It's that way in all of the inexpensive light mounts. What I normally did, in fact I did that this morning, I took the screw out of this one. I just wrapped some tape around it to shim it so that the axle fits tight. It don't come out easily. If you shim the thing, it won't come out. If you watch my video on how to put a center mark in, it'll be a lot easier to collimate. If you don't use this erector eyepiece or this ×3 Barlow, you'll have much better views. The finder scope is a 6x24, but it has a step down to 18, so it's really a 6x18, which means that if you really want to find something with this, you're actually better off just looking at, putting your eye up against the telescope, because this thing right here is completely worthless. The good thing about this, it's $189. The Astromaster 130 I reviewed not long ago, I priced these this morning. It's $189, that's $309. It's $130 more for about the same size telescope. In the hands of an expert, this could be a pretty good scope. If you're a beginner, I don't recommend it. Yeah. Oh, the it has an aluminum instead of a steel tripod. The tripod's really wonky. One of the setting circles works, the other one doesn't. It's slot down. The focusing axle is wonky. I tightened it down, it's still wonky. Cheaply made, but that's because it's only $189. If you only got $189, you're looking for a Newtonian telescope, you don't have, and you want at least a 5-inch aperture, you don't have a lot of choices. There's this one, period. Another problem with it, if you look on the back here, you'll see all of the collimation screws and the lockdown screws are all Phillips head. They should have sprung for thumb screws, at least for the collimation screws on the back. Anything else bad I can say about it? No, that about covers it. Anything good I can say about it? It's got a good aperture for $189. And other than having something else will help. If you disassemble the mount and clean it up and re-oil it, it'll work better. Because as it is now, these slow motion controls, the worm gear sticks. So you'll be looking, you get closer and closer, and just when you get to the star you want to see, you hop over it. That's not good. Yeah. And that's what I think about the Celestron Powerseeker 127eq. So until I see you again, happy trails.